Hello everyone, it is Christian Rivera from Ingle 3123002, and today I'm going to be talking about my first essay from this class. As you all may know, each of us had to complete an essay about a subtopic of education. Mine was about what are the social responsibilities and expected outcomes of the learning process on both sides of the scale, for the teacher and the student. First of all, we have to understand that communication is so essential for humanity. We communicate on a daily basis, and we comprehend each other this way. Yet only through communication can human life hold meaning. Paulo Freire. Communication is also necessary in education so that the teacher and the student can comprehend each other and create a better type of education where there is collective learning and freedom of speech. According to Paulo Freire, there are two types of education: problem-posing education and banking education. First, we will be discussing what banking education is based off. Firstly, banking education is basically when the student is considered ignoramus and the teacher has control over all of the learning process, becoming the oppressor of the student. There is clearly no effective communication in this concept of education. Secondly, problem-posing education is when the student is being considered part of the learning process and him or her and the teacher learn from one another, inculcating a free interpretation of what is being learned. There is an effective communication in this concept of education. Without communication, the teacher will develop a variety of conflicts, leaving students out of the learning process. Both teacher and student must follow certain social responsibilities, which are eradicating the mentality of superiority of the teacher, collective learning from both teachers and students, and allowing students to interpret freely what they learn. Firstly, teachers and students need to eradicate the mentality of superiority that the teacher may develop so that the teacher comprehends that the student is knowledgeable and the student can engage in the learning process. Subsequently, collective learning as a social responsibility can improve the learning process. Now, the students also assume the position of a teacher and teachers that of a student, both learning from one another and comprehending each other's points of views. Finally, incorporating a free interpretation of what is being learned can help students comprehend better the subjects discussed in class and have consciousness of the world.